can't even remember what was what anymore. There was a hotel right there.
People who follow hurricanes know that the primary amount of damage from a hurricane is from the northeast quadrant. And the northeast quadrant of Hurricane Katrina primarily affected Hancock and Harrison and Jackson counties in Mississippi. There was a ton of devastation along the Mississippi Gulf Coast, which a lot of times seems to go unnoticed by the media.
This is 2nd Street? Oh my God.
This is 2nd Street. Jay had been helping me move stuff out of my destroyed house, and I had actually borrowed a rental van. So we were shooting some video, and we got to the train tracks, which are literally about 150 feet north of my house, and the MPs stop us. So they tell me, no one can cross here, quote unquote. That was their exact words. You have to turn around. They told me I had to go this alternate route, like 15 minutes out of the way.
4 miles out of the way.
And then come back to my house. So they wouldn't let us go down to my house because the vice president's going down there. Did you see that convoy?
Yeah.
Dick Cheney was down the street talking to people. So I was like, come on, Jay, let's go down there. And Jay was like, I think we're asking.
This is literally, what, 150 feet from your house?
Yeah. I was thinking of what I was going to say because, you know, everything that we had personally been through, and we'd been hearing reports of what was going on, you know, in New Orleans and everything, and just how completely incompetent the response was to this disaster.
No weapons here.
I remembered what he had said to Senator Leahy from Vermont on the floor of the Senate when he had told him to go fuck himself. So I thought it would be poetic justice if I quoted the Dick to the Dick. Go fuck yourself, Mr. Cheney.
Figure out what to do with.
After I said it the first time, he kind of looked at me, and everybody was like, "What? And what was that? I can't believe I just heard that." And then so I was like, "Well, I better say it again just to make sure they heard it." Go fuck yourself.
Are you getting a lot of that, Mr. Vice President? And it's the first time I've heard it.
And then I saw the guy who had wanded me down, and I waved at him and told him to have a nice day. And I walked back to my house.
Basically, you told the vice president to go fuck himself, man, in front of about 100 media.
He says it to people in Congress, and then he wants to come down here to make a photo op for himself to try to make himself look cool or whatever. This is how we feel. Look at this. House after house. Nothing. Decimation. Where was FEMA? 3 days after the storm, when everybody was dying in New Orleans.
It's taken him 2 weeks, but today the president finally ventured into the center of New Orleans for his first close-up look at this abandoned, devastated city. People here won't forget that initially he stayed on holiday while New Orleans was drowning. But the floods have already done the damage to New Orleans and to the president.